All right, all right. It's Friday morning, and it is going to be a great day. I have my youngest guest ever to be on the podcast. I have Mr. Colin Bucca. Colin Bucca he's an inspiration. He's a role model. He's a cool guy, and Andrew's a little jealous about what he does. And if he could have been, when Andrew was a kid, if he could have done this, he would have really been happy. So good morning, Mr. Colin Bucca. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for coming on the show. This is awesome to have you. So you're a race car driver.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 8.5.
8.5. When are you going to be 9?
On June 15th.
June 15th. All right. Well, you're more than 8.5. You're almost like 8 3/4 at this point. But who's counting? So tell us, what do you do? Like, what kind of cars do you race? How long have you been involved?
I've been doing it for 4.5 years, and I race Junior Honda, Junior 160, and Junior Animal.
All right. And which is your favorite of those three?
Junior 160, because I just started it.
Junior 160. So tell the audience what Junior 160 means.
That I don't really know.
All right.
It's the fastest car I have.
Fastest car you have. How fast does it go?
40 something.
45 miles an hour. 45. I'm glad that one of your coaches is here to help us with that.
Because I don't know that one.
45 miles an hour. That's so cool. Now, do you teach your mom how to drive when she's driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the things you do?
So she's like, "Who are you speaking to?" And I'm like, "I'm a NASCAR youth driver."
So what does a NASCAR youth driver mean?
So I'm basically in like a mini NASCAR class.
Okay.
Not actually NASCAR. That would be a little too much.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
At 8
Hopefully.
3/4, you're just getting your career started.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the game for a few years, but now you're taking it up a level with this 160,
Yeah.
going 45 miles an hour, and that's so cool. And you race right in Wall Township, which is right by this office. I don't know if you know where you are in proximity to your track, but you're probably only about 10 minutes from your track right now.
So I know my track really good,
All
so
right.
I would know where I'm going with it.
So you've always been racing at Wall Stadium?
Not always. I love going to different tracks. I have went to like the mini Daytona, New Smyrna, and I did really good there, coming in second place.
Awesome! Congrats! And how many first places do you have under your belt?
So I won. 4.
4. That's awesome.
I do remember winning our Turkey Derby, our final race of the season, in 2021, right?
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah, we'll give you the win in 2021. And now you're part of a team called what?
The Hamilton Hurricanes.
And the Hamilton Hurricanes. So that's a group of other race car drivers just like yourself?
Well, we do have one, and that's my friend Jake.
Shout out to Jake. Woo! How long's he been racing?
That I don't really know.
Longer than you or before?
Yeah.
A little bit
longer, because he is a little bit older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's raced a little longer than me.
Perfect. And now this is a new uniform. It looks brand new. I'm glad that you even came in with it on. Like, you could have gotten changed in our bathroom, but you want it to be ready to go, huh?
Yeah.
I like it. So on the center is Monmouth Jet Center. So how did you get involved with the Monmouth Jet Center?
So our track was trying to get sponsors. So I kept bugging my mom saying, "Can we please go to the airport?" And she was like, "Don't be upset if it's a no." So I went in there, and a few days later, we got to meet with the owner, and they said yes, and then they wanted to get me a whole new suit with their logo, and they sponsored our track now.
That's fantastic. That's so cool. So you're the reason that Monmouth Jet Center is supporting the Wall Stadium.
Yep.
High five for that. That's awesome. And you weren't nervous to walk in the door? Most young kids would be scared, and never want to go near it.
That was our last stop, so I was kind of like used to it. But yeah, I was a little nervous about it.
Wait, did you go knocking on doors at other places?
Yes.
Whose idea was that, mom's or yours?
Half mom's, half mine.
All right. So he did give some credit to mom on that one. But yeah, that's tough. That's intimidating. As an 8 3/4-year-old guy, you're knocking on doors of business owners. Mhm. But you saw the success, and now I'm sure you're not nervous anymore.
Yeah.
And again, now you could now you can walk around town saying, I have Mama's Jet as one of my
yeah.
sponsors, and you have them on the center of your chest on your logo, their logo on your new uniform. It looks great.
Yeah, like if I'm at the track and I tell someone and they don't believe me, I'm like, Dad or Mom, come here. You need to tell them.
Somebody doubted you though?
Well, one of my friends, because who would believe that you get a whole Mama Jet Center to sponsor you?
That's so cool. That's so cool that you're the guy that made it happen. So I mean, this is so cool. So now it's coming into spring. So is like now the time that a lot of the races are going to be happening?
Yeah. So we're trying to get a private practice in later today,
cool.
And our season is starting very soon.
Awesome. What's a private practice entail?
So we could ask some people to come, but we get kind of like the track to ourselves.
Wow, that's really cool. And then the season. How often do you race during the season?
Very often. Sometimes we change the schedules of the races due to maybe weather, and after one season we might change the practice dates or the race dates to a different certain day. So we don't know kind of like days.
Do you go like on every week or every other week or once a month?
Well, I'll say twice a week because we do a race for 1 week. Then it depends if I get private practice and a regular practice for a week, so that would be 3. But I'm getting a private practice and then a races are gonna start.
Awesome. That's great. This is so cool what you're doing. I think it's awesome that a young guy like yourself is driving 45 miles an hour on the road. But you buckle up, you wear a helmet, right? The picture I saw, I posted a picture of you on Facebook because I want to tell you something special while you're here today. So I don't know if you have Facebook or if someone showed you, but it says Wingman Planning is sponsoring a young race car driver, Colin, from the Hamilton Hurricane Racing Team. We look forward to seeing Colin win some races this year. Listen in on Grit Won't Quit on Friday morning to hear Colin's story. So we told him this story, and Miss Cindy here, who is my wife, has a check to present to you today in the amount of $500, as Wingman wants to be a sponsor to you.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
All right. So thank you for coming on the podcast this morning and telling us about the race season, about everything you're doing. And this is for you to keep and put in the garage or in the shop. And I'm also going to write you a check before you leave to put in the bank.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on today. This was awesome.